Hi there.
Good. Initially, I want to ask around team news, just any updates on any injuries they've got for the team.
Updates on injuries. I think the injuries. Well, nothing really to bring you up to date with any regarding any of the injuries. We've got Moyes back from the African nations, which is good. Uh, Apart from that, Edson Alvarez is doing much better, so hopefully he'll be available. Yeah, I think that's about it, really.
Lovely, thank you. I wanted to ask around, I guess, you announced the signing of Calvin Phillips at the club. It's someone that you've kept an eye on for a while.
hmm
Kind of, what was your early thoughts on him, and kind of why do you think he was an ideal fit for this club, and how's he settled in so far?
Well, his pedigree over the years has made me feel that it's a player who I'd like to have at the club. For probably, I don't know how many years, 5, 6 years, he's been a mainstay of the England national team. Don't know if he get player of the tournament possibly in the Euros as well. I just think he's been someone who's a really good player. His move to Man City probably hasn't worked as well as he'd have liked, or even Man City. I hope that we can give him an opportunity to show exactly what we've done. This time a couple of years ago we brought Jesse Lingard. Certainly different positions, different types of players, but he really helped us. Jesse was incredible for us at this time. I'm hoping that Calvin can have a similar impact in probably a different way, but hopefully as good an impact as what Jesse had.
Do you think it's quite similar with Calvin in the sense he's just very eager to play and eager to make an impact? Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that, look, everybody's got something to prove. I think Jesse, when he came, had something to prove. I think Calvin probably has as well, and there's a big European competition at the end of the season, which I'm sure he'll be hoping to be in good condition, good form, and showing the England manager what he can do.
Thank you. Could you provide any, I guess, further information on, I know the club's come to an agreement with Leon on the signing of Safe and Rama, is that?
It's not true, no. No, it's not true. No.
Have you got anything, reports of Pablo, what else possibly going towards them?
No, those players have both been here today. Obviously, side suspended, so those players are here at the moment, and at the moment there's no change. It may well change before, but there is no change at the moment.
And Nate, unfortunately, left Morocco out of the African
Yeah.
Nations. Clearly tomorrow will be way too soon for everybody to expect.
Will it? Will it? I might get him back on a plane this afternoon and hopefully get him ready and prepared. So we'll see.
Do you expect him to come back with the squad soon then?
I really do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you.
Hi David.
Hi there.
In terms of Calvin, I spoke to Danny and Dean the last couple of days in interviews, and they both said that he's got a really great personality. I know from interviewing him over the last couple of years that he does
Yeah.
have a really humble sort of approach to how he
Mhm.
kind of lives his life. Do you think it will be a really good fit from that point of view into your West Ham side?
Well, I think you're talking about a boy who's got a really good character, and I think when I heard Pep's comments about him and how good a boy he was, I think I've only seen him for a week or so here, but I would agree completely in what I've seen at the moment. The bit we now want to see is his footballing ability, which we certainly saw under Bielsa when he was at Leeds United and playing for the Leeds United team. He was neck and neck with Declan Rice for a long time, and Declan, I think, went in the right direction. Maybe Calvin not quite as much, but I think now's his chance to get himself back on track. And as I said before, if he can come and have an impact like Jesse did, but also for us to bring in another England international into our squad as well, we see it as a plus, and we want to try and keep adding to the quality of the players we've got, and we want the players here to see that we want to try and keep bringing in top players.
Do you feel he's ready to start on the off tomorrow night?
Well, I don't know exactly if he is or not, because he's not played that much. In fact, he's not played an awful lot at all. But I know that he's been training. I know that he's been keeping himself going. So I couldn't give you the exact answer if he's ready to play yet.
In terms of what you'd like to see from your side, I know you said after the Sheffield United game that you felt it was one of the worst performances under you. So what would you like to see from your team against Bournemouth?
Well, we turned the ball over so often. We gave the ball away far too many times, and we ended up no drawing a game which probably we should have seen out and won it in the end as well. And So lots. There was lots of aspects which weren't as good as what I'd have liked, but probably the thing that stood out for me was the amount of times we sort of turned the ball over and gave it away. So we're having to look to keep the ball better. But obviously there was other circumstances. We had different players in. We're missing a few who are good at retaining possession for us, and it ended up not a good performance.
And you played Bournemouth right at the beginning of the season, and they've really undergone a journey with their new manager. So how do you view the side that you take on tomorrow night compared to the one that you played back in August?
Well, I think Andoni's done a brilliant job with them. He's taken a bit of time to settle in, which he's entitled to do so. And I think he's got them playing really good. They've had some really good results this season. And look, we're up against a really strong opposition. But it's very hard for me not to say that every week. I think every week we talk about most teams in the Premier League now. They all have strengths. Obviously, there's weaknesses, and we have to try and punish their weaknesses. But I think there's so many strengths to Bournemouth's team as there is in many of the Premier League teams.
Just on Danny, because I tweeted 2 days ago, I noticed a couple of weeks ago that it would be a question to him about whether or not he feels he can still make it at West Ham, and he said basically after struggling last season, he's really looking forward to having more of an impact on the side this season. So from what you saw from him against Sheffield United, are you hopeful of seeing those sorts of performances now coming from West Ham if he does play?
Yeah, I'm. We're desperate for Danny to become the Danny that we want to see, which he showed before his goals. I mean, I'm keen for him to get back on the goal scoring sheet. When he arrived, he got us a couple of goals against Nottingham Forest. He's not had as many opportunities, but I mean, there's been lots of circumstances in that. Mickey Antonio, Jared Bowen becoming a centre forward. So those things have maybe stopped the amount of game time he's got, which I'm sure the more he gets will make a difference to him. I thought he played very well against Sheffield United. We played him in a deeper role, not right at the top line, so maybe that helped him a little bit. He just had a couple of big opportunities which we're hoping that he might have taken, but I hope he's saving them up now for the weeks to come.
Okay, we'll turn the cameras off and we'll